And let me just say, I've had a bad back, and I've combined Vicodin and Pepto-Bismol. So I'm going to try to tie these two things together. They don't really work, but I wanted to tell this to my daughter, but I'm going to share it all with you. My daughter, we're at this stage in her life where I see her, like every 3 months I see her for like a week or 10 days. And that's enough. That's good. There was a time, if you told me that, I would have been devastated. Yeah, she comes home, and really...
Your husband wants you with him.
She's great to be with, but this is what she does.
Wait, stop! I accidentally...
This is what she does.
Doesn't stop.
Oh, what's my lunch?
I don't do that.
So, she's become a person who looks for validation in
Oh
likes.
my god, wait, that's not true. That's not true.
It's become the like generation.
It has.
I'm certain that if she could take a picture of her bowel movement and put it on Instagram, and she thought one person would like it, she would run and do it right now. It's too much.
It is too.
It's self-centered. It's seeing life through tremendous blinders. It doesn't see the bigger picture. Now, when you get past 50, the notion of like is a different concept. Like, I would like to sleep 1 hour without having to urinate. See, that's a like for me. I like to get up in the morning and be able to straighten up. That's a like for me. Likes are different. But the concept that I want you to understand, Mackenzie, and everybody, and this is why we're here. It's the concept of a constant. We are all each other's constants. Now, when you look at my cousins that I've known for 57 years, that's a constant. If I don't see Arnie for 5 years, it doesn't matter. I know who he is, what he stands for, and we are like this. That's a constant. I don't have to see him, because I know he's there, because he's here. All of my cousins are constants. And this is why we do this. And when we do this every year, we expand the people in their life that are constants. And that's really important. And you know, I wanted, we almost lost a constant. I mean, the thought of Alan Arouh not being with us, I can't even begin to express that in words. That guy's a constant. He has always been in my life for 57 years. And damn it, the thought of him not being here is something that I can't comprehend. And I'm sure all my other cousins as well. You know, it's a constant. You know, on December 24th at 5 o'clock, you can pile in here and we will be here for you. We are constants. And as you come and you get to know us, the concept of constants expands. And we're always here for each other on some level. And the longer we know each other and the more we interact with each other, the more constants that we become. And that's what this is about. It's about building constants. You know, the biggest constant we have is what? Our parents. Our parents are constants. We always know that they're going to be there for us. And they are for the most part. And you take, and the thing about a constant is, when you really have a constant in your life, you take it for granted, as you should. Because you know it's going to be there. And that's the thing about Alan that absolutely destroyed me. First I got a text. He's in the hospital, but it's okay. It's a bladder. He's going to be fine. Then I got a text. You know, he almost died. What? He almost died? Alan? How can that be? Alan's a constant. Alan is there. It doesn't matter. So the point I want to make to you, and why this party is important, whether this is your first time or 16th time, is that we are all constants to one another. We're all here for one another on various levels. So please, that's why I want you all to come here. And that's what I get out of this party most of all. You people are nice enough to thank me. I want to thank you.
No.
Because you're my kind.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
I know I'm going to see all of you. When it comes to constants, there is only one real constant that counts. Not one, but my main constant. Janice, come here. Here it is. This has been a constant of mine since September 14th, 1990. Talk about a constant. Janice is my wife, my mother, my sister, my gynecologist, my proctologist. Ask Janice about the time when we were first living together, I broke both my wrists. Ask her what she had to do for me.
Nothing.
Thanks. That's a constant. All right, now, I want to introduce you to some new constants. You know, I'm an only child. That's why my cousins are so important. I could sit down. One of the reasons my cousins are so important constants in my life, because I'm an only child, so I didn't have brothers and sisters. I had dogs. And sometimes I had parents, but that's another story. But I had dogs. So they became my constants. And let me tell you something. I left this out. Isaac Arouh. Really? You talk about a constant? Doris? You talk about a constant in my life? When I went to Black Fox Military in 1963, I got sick and I threw up. Who came to get me? Not my mother. Where's Doris?
She's in the back.
And Doris is back.
Doris Arouh. Doris Arouh is as much as a mother to me,
Back there.
and Isaac had been parents to me as much or more so than my own parents. Good. Talk about a constant. You know, we're all fighting time. You know, this is all ephemeral. I hope it lasts forever,
I hope so too.
but it's not. You know, I look around. I mean, there was a time we had Erwin, Dora, not here. Those people back there, the dinosaurs. So please take the time to appreciate the constants that they are, because they're certainly constants in my life. And I want to introduce you to new constants. Now, back here from Virginia, like I said, I'm an only child, but I have a brother-in-law and a sister-in-law and a nephew. Where is he? Where are they?
Right here. You're going to have to stand up. Raise your hand.
Let me tell you about Clark. I don't know words to describe what a nice person he is. He's such a nice person. I feel like such an asswipe every time I talk. He's so good. He's so nice. He's always, and his wife, they're such wonderful people. He was telling me before that he hadn't seen this many Jews in the room since he watched the Holocaust documentary. I said, you know, I never thought about it, but it's true. But please welcome them and talk to them, because those are special people. And we have you and your husband. Where is he?
He's right behind her. Ben and Maggie.
Now, tell me who you are.
Auntie Flo's grandson.
Oh, and you're his wife.
I am.
And they're my grandchildren.
I just have 2 words for you, it's from the heart. Get out. We are tickled to have you.
Thank you for having us.
And listen to me. You know, Vicki sends me these texts. You know, we don't have the biggest house in the world. We squeeze in all these people. We put a little patio outside to try to make it better for everybody. But again, this is a constant.
Always.
The 24th, you're not doing anything, show up. We're here for you. And that's an open invitation. All right, one more thing. I need your help with this.
Okay.
Because after this is done and you go home,
It's good to hear babies cry.
that's about what my wife is going to sound like. Except imagine that in the F word right after. So look, I need your help. Last year we tried 3 tables in the back, and it didn't quite work. So we went to 2 tables and a table there, and she didn't want that, and I wanted it, and we fought, and of course, I always lose. So we got 3 tables in the back of the side. So if you could please try to make that work. There's a heater back there. We put in new flowers. Some of it's covered. Some of it isn't. There are winos and drunks across the street. I don't know. Just try to make it work, if you can.
There are 4 chairs back there.
Well, that's going to be for Uncle Isaac.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you can make it work, there's seating for what? 24?
It's almost 30.
Almost
and
30.
And then seating around here.
And seating around here. But please, what I don't want, my cousin Liz, I love you to death. You don't sit on the steps anymore. You don't sit on the steps.
I didn't do that.
Yes, you did it last year, had to throw up the step. We are not, this is not festival seating. We're not sitting on the steps. The couch is shot, it's gonna get redone. Where's the, have you seen the bulldog?
Yes.
That little rat bastard, he sleeps in that thing 24/7. So the couch is going to get redone. So don't worry about it. All right? So try to make it, it's going to be tight. It might be a little cold. You may need a sweater. I've got a heater. But just try to smile and make it work for her. And
Literally.
and you can see here and there. All right, now, give me a few minutes on the
But
prime
I
rib.
need to talk too.
It's so hard to cook this freaking prime rib. I have to cook 2 of them.
Okay.
And if I overcook it, then the Jews get mad. And it's like, oh.
Vicky's up next.
Vicky's going to say something next. It's going to be really, really special. Go ahead.
But you can't leave the room.
Ricky, take it.
Okay. So first of all, we always want to thank Janice and Bert for bringing all of us together, our family that they adore, that we adore so much. When I was a very young girl, and a few of the Arouhs here, and Horwitzes, Auntie Jean, Bert's mother, showed me my very first Christmas Eve.
Really?
A Jewish girl had never had a Christmas Eve. And I will always remember your mother and, of course, my uncle for that. And thank you so much for marrying another Gina that brings us all together with such joy and pleasure. And just know that our parents above us are watching down on us, and just so happy that we're all together. And having Ben and Maggie here for Flo, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And my brother was given the miracle of life, and we just need to embrace that.
Woo! And thank you.